It's time! Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelby. I run a small business called Snailboat Studio where I sell all kinds of silly things like things I crochet and things that I draw and stickers and clothing of some of those things. But that's not why we're here today. We are here because it is the joyous season that is the holidays. I love fall. We've established this. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, you can go back and look through all of them and listen to how much I love fall, because I do. But it is the time of the year where I've already eaten an entire bag of peppermint bark chocolates. I've started planning my holiday movie watch list, and I'm already behind on all of the Christmas gifts that I want to make for people.
Oh my god, it's already almost Thanksgiving. How did this happen?
If you're like me, and I know you are because the algorithm suggested this video to you, you beautiful chaotic gremlin you too are already behind, and you probably haven't even actually finished planning every single gift that you're going to give everyone on your list this year. Good news, baby cakes! That's why I'm here. I got you covered. I am declaring this year the year of the handmade holidays. This means that we are giving as many handmade, thrifted, and upcycled gifts as possible. And why are we doing this? Number one, we are all broke as a joke, which is fine. It's not a moral failing, and you deserve to have nice things, and so do the people around you. Number two, we love to make things. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. You would not have clicked on this video, right?
Right?
And number three, you probably have an excessive amount of trash, recyclables, trinkets, things that you've been just stowing away for later because the pigeon, raccoon, rat brain of yours takes over and it says,
I might need that for later. I'm gonna save that jar. I'm gonna save that box. I'm gonna save that wrapping.
This is later, sweet pea. The time has come. Dig through your junk and use it for good because you have an excess and you have a problem. While I am talking to myself, I'm also talking to you. Let's do something about that, okay? Okay. So I humbly come to you bearing this list of adorable and whimsical handmade gifts you can give to your friends, your neighbors, your pals, your family, whoever is on your holiday gifting list. You're not gonna break the bank. You're gonna make something thoughtful and handmade, and they're gonna love it and treasure it forever. And if they don't, then they are dumb because you did that for them and you love them, and they need to accept your love in all of its forms, or they don't deserve you. Okay? Are you listening?
I love you.
And you're doing amazing. You have never been on my channel before. I'm a big vintage lover when it comes to holidays especially. I love vintage Christmas sweaters. I love vintage Christmas decorations. I love vintage Christmas trees. I love them. A lot of these handmade gift ideas are inspired by a cozy, nostalgic 90s Christmas kind of feeling, or at the very least, a very whimsical kind of Christmas. I want Christmas in my house to feel as handmade as possible. I want it to feel like there is a piece of me in my house whenever I decorate for the holidays. When I was doing my research, I wanted to have as many budget-friendly things as possible in this list. So most things you're gonna find on this list are either no cost or low cost, or have a super low barrier to entry, as in if you need to go out and buy supplies for it, then they're not gonna be very costly. And they're also things that I find useful. So you're not gonna just get a one-time use out of it. You can use them for future crafts and future projects of all kinds. We are going to surround ourselves in a warm, cozy, cinnamon spice scented bubble of holiday mirth. And this is how we're doing that. So get a big warm mug of hot chocolate, throw in a couple extra marshmallows, put on a comfy sweater, and let's talk about some handmade gift ideas. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy a little bit of chaotic crafting, silly vibes, and crochet, very specifically, I do a lot of crochet. This is the first time I'm doing a general craft video. Please feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you here. Now let the handmade holidays begin. I've been joined by a gremlin. Hello, Stinky. Now, usually I split these kinds of videos up into multiple lists, but this one is a little bit all over the place, and I couldn't really compile specific categories. Like, I totally could, but also I feel like all of these gifts are meant for someone and something completely different, and anything can be used for anything. You can take one idea on this list and you can compile it with another idea and make a beautiful magical Frankenstein craft. There are just so many really cool things that you can do, and shout out to every single person that posted these ideas on Pinterest. They're all super awesome, and I am so excited to try a bunch of them. So let's get into our gift list. First up, a scrapbook calendar. This is one of the gifts that you do have to buy something for it, but you can also just print off calendar pages. You could also make your own perpetual calendar, which you can do with cardboard, you can do with air dry clay. There's so many things you can do. Speaking of air dry clay, you can make literally anything out of air dry clay. You buy 1 bucket of air dry clay, you've got buttons, you've got trinket dishes, you've got mirrors, you've got candle holders. There's so many things you can do with air dry clay. It's wild. I've seen people make little shelves out of mushrooms and stick push pins in the back to make sure that they stick in the wall. I've seen people make rings out of air dry clay. You can make ornaments. I know that it is totally a thing that you can make out of literally anything. You can make felt ornaments, tinfoil ornaments, paper ornaments, cardboard ornaments. Everybody loves an ornament. Speaking of ornaments, these pipe cleaner pet ornaments are so cute, and they don't have to just be ornaments. They can just be a really cute little pipe cleaner critter of that person's pet. Maybe it's a pet that they currently have or a pet that they had that passed away. I think these are adorable. I think they're so kitschy. They're so cute. Love. Next is making them a personalized stamp. You don't even have to go out and buy yourself a whole lino block. You can do this with an eraser. You can also just use an X-Acto knife. You don't have to go out and buy specifically lino carving tools for it either. You can gift it to them in a little bundle with stamp ink and some paper. You can even make paper for them. That does take a little while though. You might want to start making that right now. Next are these scrapbook buttons. I love the scrapbook aesthetic in case you hadn't guessed that already. You can turn the buttons into magnets instead of having the pin backs on them. There's so many things you can do. If you don't have access to a button machine, then I'm sure that you probably know somebody who does. And if you don't, check out your local library. My local library happens to have a makerspace where you can go and you can learn how to use all of the crafty things that they have. They are so cute. I love them. I want to eventually get myself a button machine for the studio, but until then, I think I'm gonna go to my library's makerspace and make some of these this year. Up next is a custom photo frame. This is one of those things that, again, you can make it out of literally anything. You could do a thrift flip on an old picture frame by painting it or adding tchotchkes or beads or sequins or buttons or whatever you want to it. You could make it out of felt. This next gift is if you have anybody in your life who is obsessed with whimsy and joy and everything colorful, crafty, and adorable. Anything made with buttons. You could make a necklace out of buttons. You can make a bracelet. You can take a headband or hair clips and hot glue buttons all over them. If they have a favorite color, you can do a variety of just that color. You can do a rainbow. You can do grayscale, monochromatic, whatever they like. I'm sure that they will love this gift. It's cute, it's crafty. It is objectively one of the cutest things you can do. Hello! We've been joined by another gremlin. Her breath and her attitude are very stinky. Next up, you could make them a felt pennant to hang on their wall. If they go to college, you could make their college name. If they have a specific phrase that they say all the time, or a funny word that you guys associate with a good memory, or maybe their favorite place, maybe their favorite restaurant. I think it would be so funny if I had a Raising Cane's chicken fingers pennant on my wall. I would love that actually, like a lot. Maybe I should make one. I love you, Raising Cane's. Next are these really cute egg carton animals. I think these are so clever. They're so fun. You can do their favorite animal. You can do an entire family of animals. For instance, if you are gifting to your parent or your grandparent, you could make your whole family as a bunch of different animals and give them to them to hang up on their wall like a cute little family tree. Adorable. I know eggs are expensive right now. You don't have to go out and buy eggs just for this egg carton. You could probably ask your local grocery store or your local produce stand or farmer's market if they just have extras on hand, or your neighbors. Be like, hey, I saw you throw away your eggs last week. I wasn't digging in your trash. I was digging in my trash and I didn't have any. So I just watched you throw them away.
No, I'm not a raccoon.
I'm 3 in a trench coat, but we're not going to discuss that because
Legally, I can't, so.
Next, this one is for anybody who is a little more crafty than I find myself being sometimes, because I've tried this craft multiple times and I'm not very good at it. Embroidered upcycled clothing. Go to the thrift store, buy a beanie for $2, buy a sweater, buy a pair of canvas sneakers, embroider something onto it. Make it special, make it sparkle, make it magical. Embroidery and patchwork are things that I want to integrate into my wardrobe a lot more, and having a hand embroidered piece of clothing, no matter what it is, would make me personally so happy. So embroider something for someone. Next up is a scrapbooked bookmark. Scrapbook bookmark.
Scrapbook bookmark.
That's too hard to say. / custom bookmark for someone. If you have somebody in your life who loves to read and they read physical, actual paper books, and making them a little bookmark is such a special gift. Or if you're getting them a book already, this is such an easy way to add a little extra something into that book as a part of your gift. Look, I got you this book. Open it up. Surprise! There's a beautiful handmade bookmark in it that I also made for you because I love you. Next up, and this is another one where you have to buy a thing and then customize that thing, or you can make the thing from scratch. You've got a couple options there. The first one is a painted Jenga set. You could go to Five Below, the dollar store, whatever, and buy a totally knockoff Jenga set, like whatever, but then you custom paint all of the blocks to make it match their house or match their vibe or match their whatever. It's a fun gift and I love it, and it's a great way to give somebody something custom, especially if they love to host and entertain and play board games. And if they just love to play board games in general, if they love to play TTRPGs or TCGs, you can make them one. You can literally use the magical electric meat that lives within your skull to make a board game or a card game. This is so fun and I love it, and now I want to make my own board game someday. This next one is less DIY on your part and more hunting, gathering, and scavenging, but I thought a good idea would be a junk journal starter kit. So if you know someone who collects stuff, or if you, again, yourself, collect stuff, wrap it all into a bundle with some nice paper or in like a thrifted journal, a dollar store journal, whatever it is. Wrap it up, tie it in a beautiful little bow with like a glue stick and a pair of cheap scissors. Give it to them and say, here, go wild, you gorgeous little rat. Next up, if you are a baker, make them some cookies. I know that this one's really obvious, but like I love baking during the holidays. I love baking all year round, but during the holidays is extra special. You can make a variety of cookies, or you could even make candies. I have made caramels in the past, and then I would cut up parchment paper into little strips and I would hand roll every single one. And I made little bags for them to go into to be super special, and I customized every single bag, and you simply cannot go wrong with giving away baked goods and candies and treats for the holidays. It's classic. You probably have most of the stuff in your house already to make like oatmeal cookies or sugar cookies or caramels. Give out baked goods if you were a baker and you enjoy doing that. Don't force yourself to do it, because then it gets really exhausting and then your kitchen's gonna be a mess and then you won't be able to clean it because you're so exhausted. Speaking from personal experience, perchance. Next up is another felt craft, and it is superlative ribbons for the people in your life. Maybe you know somebody who has a very niche interest or hobby or talent. Come the holiday, you are gifting them this gift. You present it, they open it up, and it says something like, world's best cheese eater, or like, #1 frog fan. Just something very niche and very cute. This is such a silly and special way to show that you know and love someone. You can put a pin badge on the back of it, so they could put it on, like, if they have a cool denim jacket, or they can put it on a backpack, they can hang it on a corkboard, whatever they want. Just somewhere prominently where they can see it and be like, ah yes, I am seen, I am known, I am loved. Now, if you are anything like me, you probably have a whole stash of jars from pickles or sauces or those cute little yogurts that come in glass jars and make you feel super fancy whenever you eat them. And what better way to reuse those jars that you've been stashing away for something special and to turn them into something special? You can collage a jar and put a little tea light in it, and then they have an adorable lamp. You can make little collage scenes in the lid of the jar. So not only do you have one gift, you have two gifts, and they're both cute and they're both handmade and special, and the person you made them for will love them. Or you can give them to two different people and they'll never know. I think I have a lamp somewhere that is made of a wine bottle that my stepmom painted for me. It's very cute and it's very cozy, which is another idea. A wine bottle lamp. Next, we already talked about baking something for someone else, but what if you gave them recipes? And not only did you give them recipes, you made them a handmade recipe book or a set of handmade recipe cards. You can make them cute, you can make them fancy, fill it with recipes that you guys like to cook together. It's just another way to give them something really personalized and meaningful, and I love this idea. Up next, we have a couple of thrifted ideas. These really cute jean pockets pocket key holders. It is the perfect, silly, easy peasy thrift flip. You thrift a pair of jeans, you thrift a picture frame, you cut out the pocket, you hot glue it, you hang it up. It's a fun little gift, especially if somebody has a carabiner or if they are always losing their keys. Pop it in the pocket. A trend a couple years ago was going and thrifting paintings and then adding things into those paintings. That is such a fun idea too. You could collage on top of those paintings. Another idea that I saw is thrift one of those picture frames that has multiple frames within it. You make a memory board for them. So you can tag ticket stubs of places you guys have been together, or brochures or playbills, menus, receipts, whatever you want, and then add photos. Maybe you guys went on a special trip together that year, or maybe you guys go on special trips all the time and you could do one frame for each trip. Or you guys just have a bunch of special memories together that you want to commemorate because you love them so much that you wanted to make them this special little memory board. And that is it, my friends. That is the list that I have for you today of all of the handmade gift ideas that I could compile into one single video. It was probably a lot, but there were dozens upon dozens more that I had found within my research. But if I told you every single one of them, we would be here for literal hours. As much as I would love to spend all that time with you, I do have other videos that I have to make and edit this week, unfortunately. If you enjoyed this video and you like these crafting ideas, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment telling me all about all of the things you plan to make all of the people in your life this holiday season. Are you gonna make any of these gifts? Do you have your own ideas? Tell me all about it in the comments. I need to know. I'm nosy and I love talking about crafts. And I love to see all of the beautiful, magical, creative ideas that you guys have. Also, if you are new to the channel and you have enjoyed hanging out with me and have not already done so, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you, as always, to all of the members of my Cutie Pie Club, aka my Patreon, for their continued support each and every month. If you would like to support the channel to help me continue making these videos, the link to my Patreon is down below. That is all for our time together today, my friends. I do my best to post a new video every single Friday, so I hope that you have a day as amazing as you are, and I will see you next time. Bye!